Hi, I'm here today to show you how to do sub-Q fluids. So here's Juba. Before you start sub-Q fluids, your veterinarian will go over with you how to set up a bag and your IV line at home and how much fluids you're going to be giving your cat on a daily basis depending on his condition. So for our purpose here today, I just want to show you how to actually administer the sub-Q fluids and some troubleshooting tips. So first of all, you'll have to try to find a comfortable place in your house that's comfortable for you and for your cat. So a suggestion that I have is maybe a bathroom where it's a more confined area and a place that's less likely for them to try to run away from you. So you can either use your sink top, you can find a flat surface that you can make on top of your sink, a little towel, and then what you can do with your bag is the key to having the fluids run into the cat at a fast pace is the higher the bag is, the better for gravity purposes. You can use a hanger that you would bend and hang the bag from the hook on the hanger, and then you would bend it where you can actually hang it over your door, and that would be at a much higher level from the cat. And then on the actual IV line here, you have a clamp here, and you have a roller clamp. So I prefer to use the actual clamp, slide clamp. It's just easier because you just slide it across and it pinches off the IV line. This one here, you have to actually roll and open. It takes a little more time. So I just prefer to leave that one open and just dangling. So when you've found a place in your home that's comfortable, where you're going to be keeping your IV bag and where you're going to be placing the cat for his or her sub-Q fluids each day, you always want to always have a new needle before you start. Disconnect your needle, and you're going to want to find an area behind the neck. You want to try to find a different spot each time, never using the same exact spot. So you're going to tent up the skin with your hand. So if you're a right-handed person, you're going to use your left hand to tent up the skin, your right hand to actually poke. So it helps to try to separate the hair so you can actually see the skin. So at a 45-degree angle, you're going to take your needle with the bevel up, which is the sharp with the flat surface of the needle facing up. I'm not sure if you can see that, but we can go over that with you here at the hospital when we're going over fluid instructions with you. So you're going to tent up your skin, find where you're going to poke, separate the hair, 45-degree angle. You're going to quickly poke, little pinch, and you're just going to lay your needle flat. You want the needle to land between the skin and the muscle. You don't want the needle going into the muscle. You want it underneath the skin. Once the needle is placed under the skin, you're going to then release your slide clamp. You want to keep your hand on your kitty. Release the slide clamp, and you're going to watch your chamber. And you're going to watch that your fluids are going at a fast pace. You're also going to take note where you started. Depending on how much fluids you're supposed to give, you're going to keep an eye on that through the entire process and make sure that you don't give too much or too little. So we started at 450, so we're going to give 100 cc's, so he would get about 150. So if they move around, if the fluids are not going fast enough, you can always rotate your IV line gently like this, and you can watch the chamber and see if it's going too slow. You can try moving it. Sometimes it helps it to go faster. You always want to just keep your hands on them so that they try not to run away. And you can just distract them by petting them and talking to them until their treatment is done. And once you're done, you clamp it off and you just pull out your needle, place it to the side. Very important to reward your cat. Pet them. If you get a little bit of fluid leaking from the site, that's okay. Just dry it off. And that's all.